Cool. So why Intuit for Education? Real world tools, that's a differentiator. Flexible, so you pick and choose what you want. I know some of you like to use NGPF or Everfi, or you have your own curriculum. You just pull out what you want from the curriculum in Intuit for Education and use it as you see fit. We trust and we understand educators know what's best for their classroom, so we made it really easy for you to do that. There's professional development resources. So including in the community, there's professional development events that will be coming up, and I'll share some of those soon in the educator community, which is what we're talking about today, how to use it, how to get the most out of it. And it's all free. No one pays anything. If anyone asks you for money, they are lying to you. We're not charging for this. So we're going to learn about Intuit for Education's program. We're going to explore the community, and we're going to connect you all to each other. So it's great. You all will have new friends across the country. So first things first, we need you all to be in the community. This is an interactive session. I'm not going to be just presenting and you're going to watch me. I want you all to also be involved. We will have breakout rooms where we're going to do a little scavenger hunt. The people who get the most points in the scavenger hunt will get swag kits sent to them. So that's a cool, exciting thing here as well today. So you do need to be in the educator community. I'm going to stop sharing and share the educator community tab so that we can do this together. Where is the educator community? Here we go. Okay. Do you all see this page?
Yes.
Okay, the educator community, cool. I'm going to start out as logged out, okay? So you all have the link, educator community. Please go to that site. Okay. And log in. Is anyone having any trouble logging in? Please let me know if you have any technical troubles logging in or any technical issues. Do note it and tell me in the Zoom chat, because then we will tell our tech team and they'll figure it out. We'll try to make it work. Okay, cool. So the first thing I want to teach you all is how to make a post in the community. Okay, so how to make a post in the community. You'll see here, it says like, welcome back, Tamor, find, answer, ask questions, and connect with Intuit educators. And then it says join the conversation. So that's all I have to click. Join the conversation right at the top. And then it will show me new message. And I'll say, hi, I'm Tamor, and I'm posting in the educator community. Choose the board, discussions. You want to choose discussions. And then you'll say, I cannot wait for the new school year. Let's do that. Smiley face, because I like smiley faces. And then the topic, Intuit Education. You don't need to add a photo. You don't need to do any of these canonical URL, SEO title, not important. You can attach things, you can link things, you can add a video to this if you want. We're not going to do any of that. I'm just going to post. And then there we go. My post is in the educator community. I'll go back to discussions if I want to see it in the discussions tab. That's right. Where is it? Right there. Hi, I'm Tamor, and I'm posting in the educator community. That's how you post in the educator community. Now, how do I respond in the educator community? Let's go here to this post by Matthews, CEE Summer Conference. So if you know CEE, they're Council for Economic Education. They're a nonprofit based out of New York. And I presented there, 2 days ago, Wednesday. Oh my gosh, this week is moving fast. And he said a very nice thing. Tamor just rocked Intuit Education Conference. And I want to say thank you so much for that. And then reply. And now I've replied to the posts. I'm going to like these posts. And liking is the same as kudo. So in the community, when you want to like something, we call it a kudo. So I'm giving a kudo to Sean Morrissey here, and Matthews. So now we've learned how to both respond to something and like something. It also says accept as a solution. I normally don't use this. It's not that relevant to use this. It just means that you approve of that comment as something that's accurate to you. So if someone wrote like, Taymor's presentation was terrible, I'm not going to accept it as a solution because I don't want to do that. But I can also say, this is a great, yeah, I accept that as a solution. Thank you for saying it's a great presentation. And then it's a solution. It's accepted as a solution. And it kind of just is boosted in the comments here. Okay. Any questions on just replying and commenting on things in the community? Cool. Now I want to show you how to find a topic here. There's multiple ways. So one, you want to know about Intuit's TurboTax simulation. Intuit has a tax simulation in their curriculum, and I want to find where it is. How do I find it? Tax simulation. Search. What it'll show me is there's an event on July 12th. That was last month. So that's past. TurboTax simulator question here from Jay Rubin. I'm wondering if there's a TurboTax simulation in the taxes unit. So let's click on this. And then one reply from David Cook, our lovely manager. There is a TurboTax simulation in the taxes unit. Check out chapter 33, understanding taxes. You'll find the simulation in the paying incomes taxes. Additionally, there is a taxes simulation that we created in partnership with Everfi, also here. So it's a really great way to find an answer quite quickly. Let's go back. And let's go to discussions again. You'll see here at the right, just to show you, there are boxes here, links to simulations, important links. Let's say you want to find a tax simulation quickly. It's also just right here. Link to tax simulation, QuickBooks simulation, Credit Karma simulation. Let me click that. And it'll show up, open up our curriculum, and it opens up our tax simulation. Do you all see this, the tax simulation? Give me a thumbs up if you see it. You see the tax simulation. Okay. Cool. So this is where the tax simulation is. And then same thing, Credit Karma simulation, all here. So easy links, quick links to find things. Other important links, a getting started guide, introducing yourself, Intuit for Education website. So let's say like, oh, is this the Intuit for Education website? No, this is the community platform for the Intuit for Education website. The Intuit for Education website is here. Let's open that up. This is the website. This is where the curriculum is. So I don't want to confuse you all between what the community is and what the curriculum is. The community is for you all to get to connect with each other, connect with us, to ask questions, get quick answers for things. Let us know if there's any issues that you're dealing with within the curriculum or within the program, and we'll come and support you. And it's also where we post our events, our community events like this one. The curriculum, which is what I just opened up here, is where our courses live. Right there. Our simulations, right here. Our calculators, which we have a lovely, lovely calculators here. And our games, all here. And then you'll see at the left, you can also go back to the community from here as well, educator community, right there. Okay. Cool. Great. Now I want to show you how to find community events. I've been mentioning community events a few times. You want to join a community event in the future. You go up here to the events tab, right at the top left. Let's click that. And it says here, we have an event in progress, new members orientation, which is what you lovely people are in right now. Okay, sorry. Kirk asks, I don't see that content in the curriculum area. Is that going to be addressed, or how do I get support? Kirk, which content are you referring to? The tax simulation?
Hi, no, I don't have any content. So I'm in the curriculum area, but I don't see my classes and so forth. So maybe that's not what we're addressing here.
Sure.
should I contact somebody else or where
No,
do
you
where do
can
I go
definitely post it in the community, like asking for help. So this is the curriculum page. You need to make an account, of course. So there's a sign up now button.
I have that?
And then you'll need to get admin approval to invite your students into a class. So if you want to, assign homework, assign lessons, have use the LMS within Intuit Education, then you need admin approval, which is the department chair. So maybe that's why you don't have access to it. Otherwise, you can still access our resources and download things, print things out without needing that admin approval.
Where do I go to sign up for approval?
Yeah, right so let me actually drop the link here. Sorry about that. So I didn't do that earlier. I'm going to drop the link of the curriculum. So I just dropped it in the Zoom chat,
Okay,
and then you'll see at the top, sign up now.
got it.
Yeah, and you'll have it. Thanks for asking that question. It's a good question.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, please interrupt me if you have any other questions. So we have, for example, a community event August 19th, end of summer educator night. So I'm trying to organize this like fun educators event. We're gonna have everyone who joins will get sent an Uber Eats voucher. So you'll be able to actually order some food or drinks for yourselves. We'll have some music. We'll get to just connect with each other. It's not really a professional development event. It's more of a social event. Just for us to say thank you for everything you've done and just help you feel ready for the beginning of the year. Just like more of a hype event, so to speak. Okay. So that'll be happening on August 19th. And this is for educators. So if you're an educator, please come to that and you'll have access to the Uber Eats voucher. If you're not an educator, I can't give it to you, the Uber Eats voucher, but you're still welcome to come and have good vibes with us. Then August 23rd is a back to school event for educators as well. Again, this is open to anyone, but specifically we're organizing this for educators. So we're going to go through the curriculum. We're going to introduce you to more of the Intuit for Education team members. We're going to invite a wellness expert to give tips to educators on how to help overcome anxiety and stress and exhaustion for the year. So we also want to, make sure that we're taking care of you all and making sure you feel supported. And then 3 participants will win a voucher for Uber Eats. So as opposed to the last one, which is anyone who joins gets an Uber Eats voucher, this one is a raffle for Uber Eats voucher. And then we'll talk about previewing upcoming community events, connect educators from different states and districts together to share best practices on financial literacy education. So that's coming up August 20, where did I put it? 23rd, soon. You can just RSVP if you want. And then last event we have in August is a QuickBooks Educators Meetup. So QuickBooks educators or QuickBooks professionals, both are welcome for this one. And we're just going to bring QuickBooks people together and have you all talk to each other about how you're using QuickBooks in the classroom, best practices for using QuickBooks. We did this for taxes as well last month. So this is the QuickBooks one. It's kind of an easygoing, fun meetup, connecting people who are focused on QuickBooks. Any question about the community events that I just showed to you all? Okay. Now I want to show you all your profiles. So if you go to the top right here, it says FAQ, notification, messages, and profile. I'm going to go to my profile, which is right there. And I want to show you badges. So many of you all might not be aware that Intuit for Education community gives badges depending on how engaged you are in the community. And you'll see here I have recent notifications. It shows me my posts and replies. So if you're looking for like, oh, I don't know where my posts went or my replies went, you can go to my profile and see all that, which is great in case you can't find it. And then I will go to view all badges here. And it says I've earned 11 badges. So what we try to do in the future is we'd love to, when we offer sort of like, community engagement events, discussion posts, we'd love to see educators involved and earn more badges. Earning badges is really like a bragging rights that you have more badges. We will probably at some point organize special events for educators who have more badges, so more exclusive events for them. That's probably going to happen maybe towards the middle or end of the year. So do get involved, be an involved community member, and earn your badges here. So that's like anything from kudos, so liking things, responding to things, posting, RSVPing to events. That all boosts your badges. It's quite easy to get more badges here and be in the exclusive club of Intuit for Education educator community educators. So that's again in the profiles, in my profile up at the top, and view all badges here. That's where you'll find it. Okay. Cool. And then last thing I want to show you all is direct messages. So that's at the top right where that number 1 button is. You see here, I have messages already here from lovely people. You can send a message to anyone. Yeah, send to message subject, body, and that's it. You'll send it. The username. So it has to be the educator community username. You can't just say like Kirk, for example, like I'm not, if I write your name, it's not going to show up your name. I don't know. I don't know if this is you, MBMBA and Kirk or visitor. Is that you, Kirk? Let's say it is or isn't. You have to use the educator community username. So that's how you'll find it, and then you'll send it to them, and then they'll get the message. Send message. Broadcast message is if you're going to send like message to multiple people at the same time. So if I add more people here, like let's do Maria. Let's do, I don't know. I'm gonna just put random letters here. L-A-L-O. No. Something. All right. Doesn't show up. Okay. So normally more usernames will come up. Sometimes it doesn't show up right now, but more usernames can pop up, and I send one message and it sends it all to all of them. So sometimes you can do that. I don't think you all really have to do that, but sometimes we will send direct messages to groups of educators so that you see something maybe that you missed. Cool. All right. Any questions on how to use the community? Now I want to do a scavenger hunt. It's going to be like 10, 15 minutes long. We're going to go into breakout rooms. You're going to be using this spreadsheet. So first, everyone take a minute to access this spreadsheet. Yeah, I saw one from you. I responded to it.
Tamor, I have a quick question.
Yeah, please.
Scroll down a little bit, and on your right, I think I see something different. So it's kind of scroll a little bit, like if you're scrolling, and I want to see those links on your right. So,
yeah,
yeah, go up again. Because when you were scrolling up and down, and I was looking at my screen, I thought I saw something different. So, okay, no, I think it was when you were moving around. So, okay, so no, we have the same thing, because I was also trying to see like what we have access to, or what you're considering is like what should be in the community versus what should be in the lessons. So, and when we go to the lessons, because I actually like connected with this a while ago, and now I'm getting all into it. How do we know we have full access to whatever is available now? Because I do see like courses, simulations, calculators, games. I see things in there. So does that mean that that's what we have access to right now, or?
Yes. So as long as you make an account, you have access to everything. The simulations are open, so you don't even need an account to use a simulation, but everything else you'll need an account to use. Just the simulations, you don't need an account, or your student doesn't need an account either. You can just copy the URL link and send it to them. That's why I could access the simulation without needing to log in.
Okay. So you can, so that brings me to my next question. So when, in my case, when I prepare for a session, I like to do both sides, the educator side and the student side, of course. So what's the best way to experience both sides? Because I know right now I'm in as an educator looking at all the curriculum and lessons.
Good question.
How can I look at it from a student's perspective?
So for the student perspective, the only real way that they're going to see a student perspective is a self-paced course. Then you will assign something to them. So you'll have a new class here at the top left. You'll create a class. So I have to create an account, but you'll create a class, and then you will give them a code, and then they join through a code. So let's actually.
So I would basically create like a student account that gets invited to that class, and then I would see what that class would look like from the student side, essentially, right?
You can do it that way, correct? I'm just going to show you really quickly something here. Set up an account. So it says I'm an educator. I want to learn personal finance, and I'm a student with a join code. This is what you want to use if you're a teacher. You want to have students using a join code. You're not going to have them saying, I want to learn personal finance. This is for an individual learner, like an adult learner or an independent learner. You're going
Got
to
it.
want to click here with the code that you created when you created your class. And you need to be able to create your class. The only way you can create a class is you get admin approval. So let me actually just do that. I'm an educator. Okay, Mr. Tay, Ash, Sean, Mr. Tay, and then 100. And then the admin approval is going to be up here. So you'll see to invite students, we need admin approval, request approval, and then you add the zip code, school name, and then the email of the administrator. The email of the administrator is most often your department chair or your principal. Mostly it's department chair. And then we send them the agreement, they approve it, and then you can invite students using the join code. Then they'll be able to see the student view. And the student view is going to be like just the course you assigned to them. They're not going to see all of this. They're just going to just see the specific course you gave them. So they're not going to get distracted with the games, for example, if you didn't assign them games.
Okay, so if they had chosen, so for instance, I actually teach students, high school students independently, like not from the school, because I'm not an actual teacher. I'm a public educator, and I teach adults as well, personal finance. So in that case, they would really be choosing, I am wanting to learn personal finance, right? Because I wouldn't have that school situation.
I think the way around it, I would still ask them to use the join codes because you want to see how they're doing. If they did it as an individual learner, you won't be able to track their progress. So what I would do, and this is like the tricky thing, is to actually, when you do the admin approval, you just put your email as the admin approval and just approve yourself to use it. Does that make sense? Instead of an administrator that is in your school, because you're an individual teacher. You're not going to be sending it to a school administrator. So it's going to be yourself. You're going to be just sending it to yourself.
So I would do it. I'm an educator. And then when it goes to a request approval, I'm requesting approval through my own email or through another email, obviously, probably.
You can use another email of yours, but it'll be to you. So you'll, and then you approve it to you.
And then I can create a class experience that way.
Then you can create a class experience.
Oh, wonderful. Okay. I've been trying to figure that out. Thank you, Timur.
Yeah, of course. That's the way around it. I know some educators and schools are using that too. I don't recommend the schools using, but for individuals, nonprofits, we have a lot of those use cases for sure, Marriott. So you're not the only one.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Okay. Last question. So that sounds like the best way I'm going to do it because they have been asking for accountability. And that's the only way I figured the only way I can have accountability is if I could see where they're at. So I'll use that. But when is the use case for the other option? I want to learn personal finance. When do I share that people use that option?
It could be, for example, like, let's say you finish your time with that student and you're like, we're done. There's not more for me to do with you on maybe because we did taxes or we did budgeting, but you can sign up as an individual learner and do the rest of the course yourself. Because if they're signing on as a student with the code, they're only doing the courses that you've assigned them. They're not seeing everything in here. But if they want to create like their own account and go through everything, then they would do it as an individual learner. So that could be like a follow-up after they've worked with you, or it could be, let's say someone who doesn't work with you, you can say, hey, like right now, I would course as an individual learner. And then maybe when a spot opens up, then I can add you to a class, something like that.
Okay. Okay, cool. Okay. Thank you. This is really helpful. Thank you.
Yeah, for sure. And Kirk asked, once I have a class set up, how do I assign a unit? So I have to like walk through, let me see. Yeah, it's gonna be, once it goes through approval, then it goes to students. And then you'll send them the join code and it'll have a drop down or like asks you which course you want to assign them or which unit. That's how you do it. So I can't walk through it here because I need to approval myself. But let's do self-paced personal finance here. Right. And then you can like assign them basics of financial literacy, becoming financially literate. My gosh, tongue-tied here. Assigning a lesson. So right here is where you'll do that. You'll assign a lesson and then it'll to your class. Right now it says I don't have any classes, I didn't get approval, but that's where I add a class. You have to go to the individual units of the course. So let's go back to self-paced. So I showed you another one, budgeting, building a budget, assign the lesson right here.
Got it. So I was actually looking at, I see it now, I see the assign lesson button, but I think I was in a different course. I don't know how to get
it could be it. because I'm in self-paced. Yeah, I'm in self-paced. That's where you can assign the lesson. This is guided. So this is where you're doing it with your class together. So you're not assigning a lesson. You're downloading lesson plan. You're doing your skip printing worksheets. That is, you don't assign these through class using our LMS. You have to do it the self-paced here.
Okay, so I want to
and they correspond. They're the same.
I want the students to do the self-paced, and I will add an assignment each week or something like that, and then
exactly.
grade or see their assessment. I think I've seen that. I see that until I have customers, until I have students in there, right?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Progress before I can see their progress. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, of course. Anita, do you have a question?
Yes, I have a couple questions kind of to
Sure.
piggyback off of what Mariette and Kirk were asking.
Sure.
If I'm assigning an adult learner, because I'm not in a school, so
Sure.
I'll set it up personally to come to me as the administrator. And then does each individual person get a code so that if I wanted to check their homework assignments, that everybody else wouldn't get it, or no?
Well, it's not going to be a code for every individual student. It'll be a code for the entire class. So
okay,
it's once they get a code, they'll make an account. So it's not like one code for one account. It's one code that you can send to like 20 students, and then the 20 students, each of them will make an account, and then you'll see all the students and their accounts based on that code. So let's say code is 4, 5, 6, 7, and then you have 10 students under that code, and you can see their names.
I can see their names. But if I wanted to assign them homework, how would I verify for each person without letting the other person know what
they won't know. No, they will not know each other's like homework or lessons or like their grade. They will not know. Only you will know.
Only I will know. Okay, great. Just one other question. I think I'm having a senior moment now, so I'll just let it go and then
all good. I have senior moments too. I have those. Okay. Sweet. Okay, let me stop sharing and then share this. So I'd really love to do the scavenger hunt with you all. Let me drop here so that we're all familiar with the community. I just dropped it. Please request access to this. We're gonna do this in 10 minutes and see how far you all get along this activity. And then also get you all to know each other. I want you all to get to know each other too. So please request access. Can you try to do that now? So I dropped it in here. I'll drop it one more time so you all see it. Let me see if people are requesting access or not. Already got one person in there. There we go, Amy. Amy from Intuit, because you're an Intuit, you can see it.
Yes, indeed.
How to request access?
Yeah. Are you able to request access, everyone? Yeah, if you can't, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna do this together, and I want to see how many people make posts on here, and then we will do it. Yeah, it looks like people are struggling to get this sheet. So I'd love it at the minimum if you all can take a couple minutes to write a post in the educator community, just introducing yourself, that you're part of this community event, what you're looking for. And importantly, I'm also going to ask you all to let us know what community events you want us to organize. So introduce yourself, where you're from, what you teach in the community, and what events you'd like us to organize. So I'm going to give you all 5 minutes to do that. Site. Yeah, Amy, let's figure out why that's happening. Let me see. Share. Okay.
I mean, I can get into your spreadsheet just fine. It's where you the full access lessons and explore my classes, that site, it's just spinning and spinning.
Okay. Okay. So can you send me a message just letting me know like what browser you're using? Yeah, let me know what the browser you're using because I'll let our team know that that's happening. Cool. So yeah, let's take 5 minutes to write that post in the community and then we'll wrap up. I'll give you all 5 minutes. I see here already someone did it. Woo. Let's look at that. Wait, I need to know who this person is because then I can.
I requested Mariette Martinez, but I'm still waiting for access.
Yeah, I don't know why it's not working. I think I'm gonna just ask everyone just to post in the community. So instead of doing this scavenger hunt, we're just gonna do a post in the community. Also, we only have like 5 minutes. It's okay. Yeah, I don't know what's wrong with Google Sheets that people are not able to request access. It's okay. We'll do the scavenger hunt another time. But would love to get the community post. So who's biz teacher? Who here is a biz teacher? This person moved fast 10 minutes ago. Feel free to reply to any suggestions. Kurt. Oh, it's Kurt. Kurt's off right now. That's Kurt. Okay, we got Kurt. So I'm gonna write here. Kurt introduce himself. Let's have others introduce themselves. Let's see how many we can get in the community to introduce themselves.
I'm still here.
Yeah, no, I see you. We get you got the introduction. So I'm gonna write your name down so we can send you the link for the swag kit. Who else? Let's see who else will write a post so they can get the link for the swag kit. So I'll send you an email for that, Kurt. Thanks for that. We love our educator community. Checking. What is your favorite way to teach checking? Interesting stuff. Cool. Let's play some music. It's so quiet in here. You all are a quiet bunch. I know it's like summertime. It's pretty hot where I am actually. I don't know how it is for you all. Some bum, bum, bum. Let's do beach music. Dun, dun, dun. How are y'all doing with that? With the community? Do you all, this is maybe just like very direct, like open question, but how many of you all check the community or find value in the community so far?
I've jumped in over the last week. I will say I have to learn how to work with the notifications because I struggle with notifications being tied to my email because I don't live in my email. I live in Slack or in other places other than it. So I have to figure out how to not get as many emails. So maybe you can show that to us because that part is kind of a little bit distracting, but because I'm pretty good about, I know I go into communities like every other day. I know where to go. I have links for that. So I prefer not to get so many notification emails. But when I go in there, it's very organized and it was actually pretty easy to understand on my own, like even without this orientation. So the layout's great. I think maybe just knowing how to deal with the notifications would be helpful.
Okay, got it. I posted under Prixies. Okay, cool. I know sometimes it tells you to it just gives you a community username. You can change your name. You just have to go to profile and then change your name. So it's possible if you want to do that. But if you like your name on the community, that's fine too. We got Amy, QBO expert. Love it. Thanks for joining, Amy. So now people know that we have some community QBO experts here. And then we have also Amy, two Amy's. I'm teaching accounting 1 and 2 in Tomball, Texas. Nice. And then Praxis, I teach adults and up in Atlanta. Okay. Looks like we got basically everyone. And at least that's still on this call. Cool. I'm gonna, oh, oh, now the requests are coming in for the spreadsheet. It didn't come in until right now. Okay. Whoops. We'll figure that out next time. So I'm gonna drop this survey, just so we, how we did, how we can improve in the future. So please fill out the survey. For those of you who made a post, we're gonna send you an email for a link to a swag kit. So you'll just send your address to us, and then we'll send, and then the kit you want for Intuit for Education, we'll send it to you. So thank you for joining this community event to do that. And as I mentioned, check the community events that are coming up, including the educator, happy hour, happy summer night, and then the more like educational, like curriculum overview deep dive. I know I went through a little bit of it, but we will have many sessions about the curriculum to make sure that, and professional development support for you all. But this was just how to use the community and familiarize with yourselves with it, and feel comfortable to ask us questions so we can answer your questions in the community.
Oh, Tamar, I just want to let you know it worked. So I just did that workaround.
It worked.
I now just created my first classroom. I've been wanting to do that for months. So thank you. It was so worth my hour here, by the way. So okay. I've been dying to do this. I've talked to so many of your Intuit friends, and we could
really,
yes, like I have tons of DMs with you guys, and we got it done. Thank you.
Finally. Okay. Now you know who to really DM.
That's no, I knew that. I already knew that.
Now you know who the real DM.
Thank you. I'm so happy, by the way. Thank you so much. I will say there's a little bit of a tweak to it. I don't know if I should even share it, but maybe I could tell you later in regards to so basically I kept on wanting to say I have a school and then this is the administrator. It wouldn't let me do that. I had to choose a real school and then say, this is the email tied to that school. It wouldn't let me like say there's a school made up. You had to choose through the drop down list.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I think what we're gonna probably try to do is like have a school like it's like individual, like
yes, that's what I was thinking.
Something like that. Yeah. So we might have that, but we haven't gotten into enough use cases yet to build that, but I will share that with the team.
Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. We're at the end of time. You all can DM me. Now you know how to DM me. You can email me as well, like a normal person. We can also do emails. And we'll definitely be in touch. Thank you all for joining this event, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.